Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio, and we are back today to do the hashtag 50 stack challenge that is being hosted by Amy with Crafty Cat. For those of you not familiar, we're going to start out this way already today. She created a challenge where you use guest checks, like a restaurant guest check, and she has a bag of prompts, and she pulls 2 prompts every Monday, one for each of 2 checks, and you're to decorate the guest check using the prompt that she pulls out of the bag. So she is creating hers for ephemera for future journals. I am mounting all of mine in a book just for me to keep. So I do have videos for all these previous prompts. They're in a playlist on my channel. And I believe we are on checks 23 and 24. And check 23 was paint splatters. And number 24 was a butterfly. So those are our 2 prompts for today. You can use whatever other materials that you want to use and decorate the guest check any way you want to, as long as you have some paint splatters and a butterfly. So that's what we're going to do today. And as you can see, my book is getting chunky already. We're about halfway through. There'll be 50 guest checks altogether, which will take 25 weeks. There is no time limit, so if you haven't started yet, jump right in and join in the fun. And if you post your picture on Instagram or Facebook, or you make a video of it, be sure and use the hashtag 50 stack challenge altogether. Amy is keeping a playlist with everybody's submissions in it, where you can go and watch other people's videos, or you know, see what other people have done. So I've done a little bit of prep work because paint splatters, my mixed media station, is not here. It's at a different place. So I went ahead and did that part so that I would not cause a mess over here on this one. So I kind of started, this is going to be for the butterfly one, but it's also kind of how I started the paint splatter one. This is just a stamp of a tree, and I stamped it with Stays On in Timber Brown, I believe is the color. So I did basically the same thing on my paint splatter guest check. I did several of them, and then I splattered paint. I took, these are my Van Gogh watercolors, and I took all the colors that kind of represented fall and just splattered it to make it kind of look like leaves, and leaves were blowing around and falling, and so forth and so on. So that is how I got to this point, and now we're going to finish embellishing this one. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go around it with some ink. Now this does, because I dried it with the heat gun just so to dry a little quicker, it has wrinkled up a little bit, but because I am going to glue it in my book, it'll flatten back out. Along with the regular just Van Gogh colors, I also did some Van Gogh in the gold, and I don't know if that will show up on camera, but some of the little splatters do have a nice little gold finish to them. So, and then like I said, once I glue this down, those little wrinkles that are there will go away. Now, I'm going to put this little girl on here because I think she is freaking adorable. And I think size-wise, she fits really well underneath the trees here. So I'm going to put her on there for sure. And then I think I'm going to have her standing on or near this little autumn thing. And this was left over from the kit that I used from Lorna for the envelope stack from Tailor Made Journals, called Whispers of Autumn, and this was just one of the words that she had included in the kit that I did not use. So I'm going to ink that up. Maybe. Hope everybody's having a good start to their week. I'm filming this on Tuesday, so it'll be a Wednesday when you actually see it, so it'll be midweek already. And this is going to kind of serve two purposes. One, it's going to kind of give her something to stand on. And the other thing is it's going to kind of, with some other things that I use, is going to build up that little perforation that's going across there. Now, some of the other things I'm going to use is, I want to take some of this, this is like when you tear the spine of a book up, and I just love the texture of it. And so I'm going to kind of put some down here, I think. I also have this is actually part of the spine, but it's a nice fall color. So I think I'm going to put that down there. Like that. I believe I'm dragging my butterflies. Okay, so let's do that. And I'm going to use 3-in-1 glue for that. Guys, I was watching Gail Augustinelli yesterday, and she was using a fabric art glitter glue, which I had no idea there was such a thing. Have you guys ever used that? And is it any good? I'm just curious if it works, and does it dry quickly like the regular art glitter glue? Because although I love this glue, I hate to get it on me because it is so sticky, and then everything sticks to you, and that drives me nuts. I'm just trying to decide where exactly I want her. I almost like it, her there, rather than standing. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And then we'll do something to the top as well. I really didn't know what I wanted to do on this one. And then when I was coming home, the wind was kind of blowing, and it was blowing leaves everywhere. I thought, well, maybe we can do something like that. So I did kind of a test run on a piece of watercolor paper before I tried it on the guest check. Okay, now I'd like to kind of do something up there, maybe some book page or a little something to break that up. Just do that. I'm going to try to do this with glue stick and not tear it up. We'll see how that goes. Now, if I wasn't going to put this in my book, I would definitely back it because the guest checks that I got are really thin. They are not the thick ones at all, and it would not hold up in a regular, you know, if I wasn't gluing it down. So, but since it's going in my book, I'm not worried about it. It'll be fine. I'm just going to put a few little pieces of book page here and there just to kind of even things out a little bit. Give it a more balanced kind of look. Actually, I might go put something else in between there. Kind of like it to maybe put one here. What I'm trying to accomplish here, I'm not sure if I'm doing it successfully, is I would like for it to look like the guest check is peeking out from behind the book page. Does that make sense? So I may put a piece there too. See what that would look like. Yeah, let's not do it upside down. See, that would go kind of right there. I'm going to line up this little, you know how book pages have that little white area in between the two paragraphs. I'm going to line that up, even though I'm sure that's not from the same book page, it'll kind of give the appearance that it is. And then I'd like to find a piece kind of like this that would look halfway decent right here. Coming down a little bit more. I should have thought about that when I was doing it. Scooch up just a little bit there, piece. Let's do maybe right there. And then maybe something right there. Let's do this one. There we go. Okay, now let's ink around those edges now that we've got that paper on there. Kind of bring it together a little bit. Some mark glitter behind this little piece right here. Well, maybe we will. I'll tell you what I might do just to give it another layer. So I might back it with some deli paper. Let's see what that would look like. Do I have any close? I think I might do that. Okay, so we'll do this quick so we can move on to the other one. If I can hold this down. see another little thingy that I need to get with the art glitter glue. Oops. That was bad. Don't do it that way. Okay. All right. And the main reason I did that was because it makes noise. It reminds me of the crinkling of the leaves. That was the main purpose. All right, I'm gonna go around it. Stay stuck down. Oops, see, I tore my big page. And then I'm going to kind of crinkle it. And I'm going to tear it a little too. Okay, I won't sit and fiddle with that, but I'll keep on rolling it and unrolling it until I get it how I want it. But you get the general idea. I just kind of want this to be wrinkled and rolled up. So it crinkles, it makes noise. All right, so now we're going to move on to the second one. This is the second one, and if you can see in this, our leaves, or our trees, are naked. They don't have anything on them. And so what we're going to do for this one, after I ink it, is, and I'm going to put the book page on this one first. And I make my guest checks match each other because I am putting them on the book as a 2-page spread. You do not have to do that. They can be completely different. They do not have to be associated with each other at all. I just chose to do it that way because I wanted them to be on facing pages in my book. All right, for this one, I'm going to do the book page first. And you'll see why in a minute. So I'm just going to go, and I think I'm going to use art glitter. I'm real pleased with how that glue stick was gluing this. So it's the same thing. I'm just going to kind of randomly put book page around the guest check. And it was probably just my gluing, because I was trying to be so careful with the page because it's so fragile that I probably just wasn't getting enough glue on it. Okay. Couple more pieces. Okay, now let's trim those off. I think that's enough for a start anyway. And ink again where those, I could have waited till I got my book page on there to ink. Okay, now on this one, I'm going to put this little gentleman on here. He's going to lean on this little Jumapliche. And again, I'm going to create some kind of little base with my little textured book spine. I thought I had another piece of the red part. See, this is just the book spine sticking to my sleeves. I hate to craft in long sleeves. I said that before, I know, but I still hate it. Okay, so let's put this down first, and that's going to go about where that seam is. Then we'll put our little piece of red down. And I'm going to put him down, but I'm not going to press down on that side that his elbow has to have that. This tag under until I get it where it needs to go. Okay. So there's our little dude in place. All right, now what we're gonna do is I took the same watercolors that I used for the splatters, and I cut out butterflies. I think that's all of them. They got kind of behind my glass mouth there. And this is the die I used. I don't know, I don't keep my dies in the original plastic snappy things. I have, you know, the frosted kind of ones that have a snap. So I don't keep them in their original package, is what I'm trying to say. But this is it, and what I did is I just watercolored on paper using the same colors that I used to make our splatters, and we are going to make these butterflies fly out of these trees. So it looks like that the butterflies were what was in the trees, and now they're flying away. I know that may sound crazy, but... And on the back side is my first splattered kind of experiment, and so some of those we could actually turn over to the splattered side. So we'd have some that are solid and some that are splattered if we wanted to. And I think I want them all solid. Something like that. Okay, I do need to ink these. I should have done that before I started, but I'll be quick. Okay, let's glue these on. Oh, come on, glue, don't fail me now. Okay, let me clean up my glue overages from being in a hurry. Oops, did I not glue that one? Must miss that one. And then I'm going to take my pen, my little 0.1, and just put some little antenna on there so it looks more like a butterfly. You probably can't even see that in the camera. Okay, and then the only other thing that I will do, because I do not have within arm's reach, I don't think, I do not, is do the same thing that I did on this one and put the deli paper behind it, the exact same way that you just saw me do for the other one, so that it has the, you know, the same overall look. So there you go. You know, I'm going to define these a little bit. See, just when you thought you were getting rid of me. That's one thing about die cuts sometimes, is they don't really have any kind of definition to them. And not that they always need to, but I'm just doing a little bit of mark making, nothing detailed. I'm just giving the appearance of making them look more like a butterfly. That's better. I can live with that better. All right. So there we go. There's our 2 tags. This one is paint splatters. This one is butterflies. I'm pretty happy with the way this came out. I think they're kind of cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you guys will join in. We're having a lot of fun doing this, or I am anyway. There's lots of posts on Instagram if you want to look at some of the others. And again, it's hashtag 50 stack challenge, all together, no spaces. So that's it for today, and I will see you guys back tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow for I Saw It on Pinterest. See you then. Bye.